Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today's one is going to be short and sweet, but as always, it's going to be packed with a ton of value. And as you guys can see from the video title, there has been a change. This is the S&P 500. This is where we are at. This is where we were previously. As you guys can see, we are higher than where we were previously. But that's what's going on the surface. Underneath the surface, there are some changes taking place that you are going to want to know about, and I'm going to get into all of that. But before I do, a word to the community who are over at the Patreon. Our last trade on TQQQ that went up 40 to 50% at the back end of last week. By the time you're watching this video, I would have posted the strategy video for this trade over there. The complete A to Z, what I did, what I looked at, how I did it, etc., etc. Everything's going to be in there. As a matter of fact, this strategy was taught to me by my mentor back in 2017, a guy named Frank. And honestly, guys, even till today, many years later, I am thankful to Frank every single week, because this is one that I pull out the playbook on and use over and over and over again. And once you learn this strategy, you will be able to do it as well. Also, I am eyeing up a trade opportunity that I will be entering into today. So by the time you've seen this video, I would have sent out the trade alert for that as well. And you guys know we have been pulling in the numbers on these trades over the last couple of weeks. So I know you guys aren't going to want to miss out on that one. So guys, there's been a change taking place. Now, regardless of what you want to trade out there in the markets, it could be Tesla, it could be Microsoft, it could be any name you choose, 95% of the time it's going to be influenced by the index. So by that I mean the S&P 500, which is the largest 500 companies in America all wrapped up into one stock. That's the way to look at it. So it's going to be influenced by the S&P 500. Everything down the food chain, the large caps, the mid caps, the small caps, they're all going to be influenced by the S&P 500. So that being said, it's a good idea to have an understanding of what is going on with the S&P 500, because then they're going to put you in the best possible position to make the best moves out there and take the highest quality trades, which obviously we know has many benefits. That being said, there are two types of market. You get a narrow market, and you're going to get a broad market. A narrow market simply just means that there are a small amount of the 500 stocks, call it 10 stocks, that are contributing to the move. In a broad-based market, there's going to be a lot more stocks that are contributing to the move. So let's say 200 stocks. Now, if I said to you guys, which market would you rather be in? Which one is better? Clearly, a broad-based market is better, because you have a large amount contributing to the move. It's like, let's say you're building a house. Would you prefer to have 3 builders, or would you prefer to have 40 builders? Well, 40 builders has so many more advantages than just 3. You don't have to rely on a small amount. They can share ideas, they can communicate, get the job done faster, tons of benefits. It's the same thing with the market. Now, there are a couple of ways that you can decide and determine what type of market we're in, a narrow market or a broad-based market. And one of those ways is by looking at the 100-day moving average, which is just the average over the last 100 days, but not on a stock level, on an index level. Okay, so seeing how many stocks in that index are above their 100-day moving average. Because if you're above your 100-day moving average, looks like things are doing good. Okay, you're above the last 100 days of price. So it's looking good. You're looking in a good position. So let's take a look at it. We can easily take a look at how we're positioned in terms of how many stocks are above their 100-day moving average. Well, on the previous peak, on the left, we had 80% of the stocks in the S&P 500 above their 100-day moving average. 80%, that's a huge number. So we most definitely had this broad-based market where we had a ton of the stocks contributing to the move. Now things look very different. Okay, now we're all the way down here, where we are at below 50% of the stocks in the S&P 500 above their 100-day moving average, meaning that even though the market is higher now than where it previously was, we are relying on a smaller amount of names. Because of that, it puts the sustainability of the move in the market and the repeatability of what it's done in question. This isn't the same market that we had pre-April. That doesn't mean that the market can't show strength. It doesn't mean the market can't go higher, and it doesn't mean that the market's going to collapse. So what it does mean is that now we're going to introduce more of these red day opportunities. It now means that you have the opportunity to take those trades when you see a potential setup for the market to go lower, because the market will give it to you, because it's now going to dish out more of these red days. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's going to collapse though, but it does mean that it's going to give the opportunity and open the door for an opportunity to make money with a put trade. Okay, where you make money where price goes lower. This is because we're no longer operating in that broad-based market that we were pre-April. We've now transitioned to this narrow market, and this is something that I want you guys to take advantage of. Okay, so use this intel, use this information. And when you see those setups where the market is going to go lower, that is an opportunity to take the trade. Okay, guys, this was the video for today. Do drop me down some comments below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.